Welcome to the deep dive. We're always trying to unpack the tech that shapes our world, and sometimes certain terms get thrown around together, right? Creates a bit of confusion. Keeping up with innovation, it feels like navigating a maze sometimes. So we've gathered quite a stack of sources for you today. Our mission to get really clear on two concepts that often get mixed up. Today, we're doing a deep dive into artificial intelligence and automation. You hear them constantly, but knowing the real difference and, how they actually work together, that's pretty crucial for understanding things today.
Exactly. And our goal isn't just definitions. We want to give you a clearer picture, a sort of map showing not just what they are, but really why telling them apart matters.
Yeah.
For everything from big global companies right down to the apps on your phone, it's about getting their core essence.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. Thinking about efficiency, doing things consistently, automation kind of jumps out first. So what is automation really at its core? How's it changed how we do things?
Yeah, good place to start. So automation, fundamentally, it's about using technology to get tasks done with minimal human input. It follows preset rules, like really specific program sequences. It's all about repeatable precision. The main goal is efficiency, making those repetitive jobs faster, more accurate, and super consistent. Think of it like, I don't know, a perfectly choreographed dance. Every single step is laid out beforehand and done exactly the same way every time.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So unwavering consistency, speed, but within like known boundaries. And we see it everywhere, don't we? Sometimes without even thinking about it. Can you give us maybe some really clear examples to bring that precision to life?
Oh, absolutely. The classic one is the manufacturing assembly line. Car production. You've got robotic arms doing the same welding, the same painting over and over, super fast, super accurately, day in, day out.
Right.
But it's also in simpler stuff, like an automatic door opening when the sensor triggers, or maybe a scheduled email that just goes out exactly when you told it to. Even one of those robotic vacuum cleaners, methodically mapping your floor, cleaning according to its program. These are all about streamlining things by just executing a set routine.
Okay, so if automation is that precise preset dance, what happens when you bring in a partner who can improvise, someone who can like learn the music, maybe even make up new steps as they go? That feels like the leap we take with artificial intelligence, right? AI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Precisely. Artificial intelligence, AI, yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. It's about simulating human intelligence in machines, getting them to do things like, well, learn from massive amounts of data, often using things like machine learning models, neural networks, reasoning through problems, making decisions, understanding their surroundings, even, understanding and generating human language.
Wow.
The really critical bit here is AI's ability to adapt, to figure out new rules, make decisions based on data that's changing, not just rigidly following fixed instructions. It's about the learning and the understanding.
And we interact with this stuff constantly, maybe more than we even track. Like your phone assistant, Siri or Alexa. It's not just running down a checklist, is it? It feels like it's trying to figure out what you mean. Or those recommendation engines, Netflix, Amazon, they're not just showing popular stuff. They seem to learn your specific tastes.
That's it.
Facial recognition on your phone or those really good spam filters. They seem to think or understand in a way that goes way beyond simple commands.
That's the core of it. And what's really fascinating, I think, is nailing that fundamental difference. Automation is about doing the task automatically, efficiently, consistently, based on rules we already know, things that are predictable. AI, though, AI is about thinking or learning how to do the task, often in situations that are complex, maybe unpredictable, where the rules aren't all perfectly laid out beforehand. It's kind of the difference between, say, a clockwork toy and a brain.
A clockwork toy versus a brain. Okay, I like that.
So yeah, AI can definitely enable smarter, more adaptive automation, no question. But they aren't the same thing. You can have automation without any AI at all, like a simple stamping press in a factory.
Right.
But when AI comes into the picture, it really transforms automation. It
Yeah.
lifts it from just being a fixed process to something intelligent, adaptive. Let's go back to that chef analogy we discussed. Automation. That's like a super detailed recipe, tells you exactly what to do, step by step, get the perfect result every time.
Okay.
AI, though, that's like the master chef. They can follow the recipe perfectly, sure. But because they deeply understand ingredients, flavors, maybe even feedback from people eating the food, they can invent totally new dishes. They can adapt if an ingredient is missing, and they're always improving what they make.
That analogy really nails it. The chef innovates, the recipe follower just executes.
Yeah.
So automation likes predictability. AI handles variability, learns from it, changes its approach. Knowing that, how do we stop confusing them and really grasp how they work together, especially thinking about where they came from and where they might be going?
Well, historically, automation's been around in practice for much longer. It really took off during the Industrial Revolution, right? Changing manufacturing with machines. Then later with computers, it revolutionized data stuff like payroll, inventory.
Right. Basic business processes.
Yeah. But AI, I
Right.
mean, the ideas, the concepts, they're older. But the practical breakthroughs, that's much more recent, really the last decade or so. And that's been driven by basically two huge things: the insane amount of data we generate now, and the massive jump in computing power that's actually affordable, power to process all that data into intelligence.
Gotcha. Data and power.
And looking ahead, the trend is clearly towards a really sophisticated merging of the two. We're seeing AI make automation much smarter, way more flexible, moving beyond just fixed rules to what people are calling intelligent automation.
Intelligent automation.
Okay, yeah. So we're predicting, much deeper integration. Systems that don't just do tasks, but actively optimize themselves, adapt to changes, maybe even find new ways to be efficient, all on their own. For businesses, the big advantage there is having systems that can react proactively to problems or maybe grab new opportunities instead of just sticking to the old plan.
That's a pretty powerful idea. Systems that don't just follow orders, but actually adapt and improve. So how does this play out in the real world? Like for the huge global companies and then also for, the basic stuff we do every day. Where do we actually see this difference and this partnership in action?
Okay, yeah. For big companies, automation is super visible in things like those hyper-efficient manufacturing lines.
Yeah.
Car plants, for instance, assembling cars with incredible speed, incredible precision.
Mm-hmm.
It's also there in massive data processing tasks, like automatically matching invoices, maybe, or routing customer service calls based on simple button presses or keywords, rule-based stuff. Now, on the AI side, companies use it for things like personalized content, streaming services, learning what you watch to suggest the next thing you'll binge.
Right. The algorithm.
Exactly.
Right.
It's also critical for really advanced fraud detection in banking, spotting weird patterns that a human might just miss. AI speeds up drug discovery in pharma, analyzing huge libraries of chemicals way faster than humans could, predicting what might work.
Wow.
It enables predictive maintenance in industry, figuring out when a machine might fail before it happens, saves a fortune. And a really big one now, AI generation. Companies using it to create content, text, images, even software code super quickly.
Yeah, that's everywhere now.
And then for us, basic task, automation is when you set up automatic bill pay, simple rule-based, or scheduling your social media posts ahead of time. Smart home routines, lights on at sunset, thermostat adjusting itself, that's automation.
Okay. Straightforward stuff.
But AI helps you more directly when, say, you use a grammar checker that doesn't just fix typos, but suggests better ways to phrase things. That's learning language nuance, or getting those personalized product recommendations online that seem to know what you're looking for. Voice-to-text dictation that actually understands your speech pretty accurately. That's AI. And intelligent search engines, Google, etc., that figure out the intent behind your search, not just matching keywords.
Yeah, it's really clear when you lay it out like that. These things, they might sound abstract, but they're woven right into our daily lives, from how huge companies operate down to just, getting through the day. We've definitely untangled these two. So, okay, wrapping up, we've explored these distinct, but often interconnected roles of AI and automation, and hopefully understanding this difference helps you make better sense of the tech world swirling around us, makes you more strategically aware, maybe.
Yeah, I think the key takeaway is this. Automation is fantastic at freeing us from repetitive work. It lets machines handle tasks with incredible efficiency, incredible consistency. It takes away the drudgery. AI, though, that's about expanding the capabilities of machines,
Right.
what they can sense, what they can learn, what they can do. It lets them tackle complexity, adapt, maybe even innovate in ways automation alone never could.
Automation frees us, AI expands possibilities.
Exactly. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. As these technologies keep getting better, keep empowering machines to do more and more, What new areas of human creativity or problem solving, or maybe even connection, what new things will you be freed up to explore?